some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back, and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the back on the option, the give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gathers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Maybe a double pass. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, maybe a double pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback now breaking the field. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nelson. There he goes. The 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I know it's it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want to run this quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quick release on the RPO. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chester. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Give to the back. Got the first down and more. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a crease. It's Daniels.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops the throw.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They kick it away on fourth down. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. From the shotgun, the inside give. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Huskers have a lot of options on second and inches. Off the RPO, complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. Caught near the sticks. It's Gathers. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This is a designed run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Fourth down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. He will be stopped. Couldn't turn the corner, and the defense makes the play.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Gonna run it. It's Daniels.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Gives it on the option. At the 15, he's loose. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Gets the back moving. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Complete in the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the middle, it's Nelson. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. The Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Sends it back in motion. He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the outside. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the back. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Going to swing it on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. His head is spinning.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He wants to change this route. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
3rd down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Got his man downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Going over the top. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Direct snap. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. With the catch, it's Gathers. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2's kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still on his feet. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now from inside the red zone. Buys a little time with his feet. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The offense changing the play. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Quarterback will keep it. They'll stop him short. 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the two-point conversion. Gets the back moving. He's looking to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this two-point lead deep in the 4th.
Florida 14, Nebraska 12.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on 3rd down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.